Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we did our little tour of the Crystarium, got to know some of the people here, and then had a conversation with the Exarch in his private chamber in the Crystal Tower, where he explained what had happened briefly. Basically, he was just trying to summon us, but because he wasn't good at it, he accidentally summoned the souls of the other Scions. Unintentionally. Okay, but apparently in the transition, Eorzea had a vision of the future where there was a catastrophe in the source as a result of the rejoining that occurs between the first and the source that eventually led to our character's death. So they were able to figure out that if we defeat the Sin Eaters here, it will prevent the cataclysm in the source that will kill us. So that's what we're going to try and do. We don't know exactly how or why that works, but hopefully Eorzea eventually will be able to explain that in a way that we'll understand. No guarantees on that. But then the Crystal Exarch took us over the market. We met Feo Ul, a pixie, established a bond with it. I'm still confused as far as if there's any genders for the pixies. Yeah. So, and you'll see what I mean when we go meet go to the area where the pixies live. And so that gives us access to our retainers and the market boards and everything back in the source while we're here on the first. And, we've been encouraged to go get some rest while he kind of gets things together for what we're going to do next. So we're over here. We're going to get our room. We're going to go have a bit of a rest. And then I guess we will find out what we're going to do to meet up with the other Scions and figure out how we're going to defeat the Sin Eaters, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to the Crystal Exarch and get access to our room and see how things are going to go here. Alright. There you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay to make use of as you see fit. Okay, good. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene at the Ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Yame. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Alright, let's talk to the manager. He says, "A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Indeed, we will." Nice room. Definitely nicer than many of the other inn rooms.
You. I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
The Warrior of Darkness. Yes. Remember him from back in Heavensward. Well, the post-main Heavensward story content.
What? Did you just... You can hear me? Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas, and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away. Leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood? 100 years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that? You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Alright. So, Ardbert. And his soul has been wandering around the First for the last 100 years. Not able to communicate with anybody. Alright, so I guess we got our rest. Though it does seem that we can see and hear him, and nobody else can, which is interesting. Alright, so we need to head to the Ocular and have a chat with the Crystal Exarch and find out what it is we're going to be doing next. So I think we want to go to... the Aetheryte Plaza? No. I am... the Docile Gate. Okay. That's where we want to head. Alright, talk to the gatekeep and head on in. And I guess we'll be watching another cutscene with the Exarch. Alright.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
I don't think we'll mention Artbert. Well enough, yes.
That is good to hear. Should you want for anything, pray let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Eorzea. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Armorang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Alright. Leg gear coffer. Again, we're not going to open that just yet. And actually, this was a very good design decision that Square Enix made with this expansion because there were significant problems with the Stormblood release, which led to a lot of overloaded servers and problems. But they have given the player a choice and direction to go at the start, which naturally split the player base and spread people out. A good decision, and probably one that we'll see in future expansions as well. So, for the Crystal Exarch, we're going to go for... Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and unlock both of them. So, in search of Alphino. Alright, you'll visit Alphino and Calusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you'll need a mount capable of making the journey. Here's a letter of introduction presented to Zem Genmai, the master of beasts at Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Alright, that one's accepted. And then we're going to pick up in search of Alice as well. Ready to depart for Amarang. Alice will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will grant or garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are a few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reached your destination. Alright. And also, considering the manner in which people, well, the Scions have arrived, I'm sure Alice was also none too pleased. Well, given that their transition was incomplete. Yeah, at least we know that Thencred, at the least, did not arrive clothed. Okay, so we now have side quests to do here. A few. And we have to work on the main story stuff. Now, I am not entirely sure about if I'm going to do side quests on screen. I am going to do them, because that is where you get a lot of your gear, so... and also a lot of EXP. I mean, we've been skipping side quests through most of the previous expansions because, you know, been able to just level past them, but I don't see that as a possibility here. So, what I think we're going to do is just at least head in the direction of one of these main quests. These side quests scale to your level. So, you can do them anytime you want, and you'll get rewards based on your level. So I think I'll hold off on them for now. Now I just need to decide whether we're going to go see Alphino first or Alice first. And I've been thinking about this one for a bit. Trying to decide what the best way to do this is going to be. Because as I mentioned before, I'm not doing this blind. I know what happens in each of these story arcs. I'm trying to decide what's the best way to show them. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for Alice first. Because I think that the events as a conclusion of Alphino's story arc will have a lot more impact if we've done Alice's first. Because we're going to get a lot more information about the nature of the Sin Eaters in Alice's questline. So, we're going to go ahead over to Amuro Launch and fly out to Amareng, which... one thing you may notice, I'll just bring up the map here real quick. So this is the map of Norvrant. And if we bring up a map of Eorzea and Norvrant and Eorzea and Norvrant, they're the same. Which makes sense because the first is a mirror image. Well, was a mirror image of the second of the source when it was first created, but has developed over the thousands of years since on its own. So, Calusia over here is equivalent to Lenosha, and Amareng is equivalent to Thanalan. Alright, so we're going to head over to Amuro Launch. Actually, let me just fix the map, because I don't want it taking up the entire screen when I have it open. There we go. Alright, Xard. If you've come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Not exactly. I'm looking for passage. Oh! A friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amareng, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so you can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. I believe we do have everything we need. I have an axe. That's pretty much all I need. Alright. All set, and off to the unforgiving sands we go. Alright, you can now travel to Amareng, speak with the adroit Amuro Tamer to fly to the desert. You can also use your ether compass to assist with locating ether currents in new regions. Yep. Okay. Lost compasses can be replaced, yada yada yada. Okay.
Areng. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Areng, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armareng meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Alright. Let's talk to Xard here. No matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The cold? The sky may be bright as the scorching hours a day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alice's friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so propose we make a stop in Mordsuk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Alright, so I don't think there's any need to fight anything just yet, unless it attacks us. Oh, and it just decided to leash back. Okay. Cassard? Alright, stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amarang, is it not? Before you cross the River of Sand, I'm about to get hit by something. Oh, you little... I almost want to kill it on principle, but no. Alright. Alright, so before you cross the River of Sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Okay. I guess this... They built them big, didn't they? That's Kasser Sharl, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabathareng. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Norvrant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabathareng's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. No, not many chose to come here these days. Or choose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. Not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mord Suk. Let's press on, shall we? Indeed. Alright, let's press on then. Alright, here we are. Mord Suk. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. You do? Okay. Alright, Mord Suk, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met Unmoored before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. So the Mord are this world's term for the kobolds. And apparently pretty friendly here. And they don't wear their masks here. Eesh. Okay. Let's talk to Gen here. So this is a Mord.
Master Gen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about. Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Maud Souk.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too, many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Maud Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Maud dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Maud do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Maud says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots! Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
This Verbert gold piece must be quite valuable, it would seem. Alright, so, get some food at Ronron's place. Very well. Let's see what he has on offer. Alright, welcome to Ronron's, traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse Ronron's wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Okay. Okay, what do we got? We have skewers. Okay. Oh, you'll like those. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks. Spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. Okay. Meat. Okay, that looks better. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. I guess the one thing that people just sometimes don't realize is that the nights in the desert can get quite cold. Bread. Okay, bread. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. And worms. Yum. Everyone's favorite. Plump white worms slathered with honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. Okay. They all look tasty. Yes. Which to choose? Which to choose? Let's see. Ever-burning bounty, glazed Wriggler, mushloaf. Should we go with the worms? I don't know, the spiced meat actually sounds decent. Even though he did say the smell was challenging. I guess I'll go with the ever-burning bounty. Yes, put some spice in your step. You won't feel the cold this night, and probably not the next one either. You have the gold. And done. 1 Verbertite honor buys you 10 sides of lizard meat. 10 sides? Ugh. Every last mouthful, go for it. What an appetite, what a belly. A new legend is born in Mordsuk. Alright, consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gen Gen will be pleased that you honored ours. Ugh, keeping the merchandise down, yes, no returns. Yes, I did not suffer a reversal of fortune. Alright. There we go. Talk to Gen Gen. Go ahead and turn this in. Alright, I was watching from here, Ayame. You honored our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mordsuk. If you need anything in Amareng, we are here to provide. Excellent. And that opens up a bunch of cutscenes. Side quests here in Amareng. We're probably going to have to do a bunch of side quests. And actually, I did enjoy the side quests in this expansion. So, maybe we'll be working on those next episode. Probably first head back to the Crystarium and do the ones in the Crystarium, and then head on over here and work on these. But I at least wanted to unlock this zone first. But I think we're at the end of the episode. So, with that, I think we'll stop here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.